Today I am a dragon. O gods of Egypt, did you have to make my poor old dragon lose a wing just before Christmas Eve? That wasn't very nice. Hold on. Commercials. That wasn't very nice. It's enough you pick on me. Vincent on in that cover. Life of poverty. What have you got against my dragon? Sometimes when it's quiet up there, I think you will all say to yourselves, let's see what kind of mischief can we play on our friend Vinny. Dear gods and goddesses, you made many, many, many rich people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would that have happened so they would have had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd smoke weed from the bong. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work so hard. If I were rich, bitty bitty rich, man, I build a train with rooms by the dozen, right for traveling town to town. A big old roof with an engine, and there would be a private cannabis cafe on a car, and one even longer coming down, and one for my bedroom. I'd fill one car with cats and dogs and penguins and swans and owls for the town to see and hear, quacking just as noisily as they can be, with each loud meow, ooh, woof, twang, honk, will land like a trumpet on the ears as to say, here lives a wealthy man. Ugh. If I were a rich man, all day long, I'd be broke from a bong. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work as hard. If I were a very, very rich man, I see my gal Valine, looking like a rich man's wife, with a dress to match, helping herself to meals. I see her putting on airs as she strutting like a peacock. Oi, what a happy mood she's in. Me screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fall on me. And will ask to advise them like Horace the Wise. If you please, Vinny, pardon me, Vinny. Posing problems that would cross a preacher's eyes. Yeah. And it won't make it one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the temple and pray. And maybe have a seat by the Great Wall of China. And I discuss books that I've read with the learned men. 7 hours a day, this would be the sweetest thing of all. Oh, if I were a rich man. All day long I'd smoke on the bong. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yeah, God who made the Nile, you decreed I should be what I am. There's an eternal plan. If I were wealthy man.